Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Today we are continuing reading Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K.A. Applegate. So, let's get started, eh? Fucking like I'm Canadian or some shit. Very good. You figured it out, said the silent voice in my head, mocking me. No, no, no! Jake, are you all right? Cassie asked. For a moment, I thought she had heard me cry out. But no, she was just concerned. Tobias landed on a branch overhead. Is he okay? I can't tell. He's alive. He's breathing. But it's like he's zoned out or something. We may have to take him to doctor. I wanted to tell them both, to scream, they have me, they are inside of me. But I couldn't make my mouth move. It was like there was a roadblock, like I could form the thoughts, give the order to my lips and tongue to speak. But the order never got there. Struggle all you like, human. Fight me. You're gloated. Go ahead. It won't matter in the end. I am in your head. I am wrapped around your brain like a living blanket. Oh, I can read your thoughts. I control your body. I am tapped into your memory. I can read it like a book. Get out of my head. No, no. Oh, I don't think I want to do that, Jake. Why would I abandon such an interesting host? So you are the one who has driven Visher 3 half mad with rage. A kid. The midget. Midget? How do you... You're surprised I know what Tom calls you? Oh, the irony really is sweet. Don't you get it, clever Jake? Don't you see what's happened, my little Animorph? Cassie had become human again. She knelt down beside me and looked down into my eyes. He's alert. His eyes are tracking. Jake? Jake, can you talk to me? It was a nightmare. That's what it was. Another nightmare. I would wake up soon. I would wake up and laugh and laugh. I am Temrash 114. The Yerk said proudly. Formerly Temrash 252 of the Sulpnir pool. I have been promoted. No doubt you are happy for me. You filthy slug! Get out of my head! Do you know what my last host was? Who it was? The Yerk taunted. Shut up! Shut up! Stop talking to me! Go away! It wasn't real! It couldn't be real! It was Tom, of course. Your brother. I am the Yerk who controlled your brother. That cut through my growing hysteria. What? Ah, I thought that might interest you. Yes, Tom was my host. Then he's free. Dear laughed in my head. You're even stupider than your brother. No. Your brother's body has been given to a new Yerk, someone with a lower rank. I am too important now to be wasted on Tom. I am to take on a new and important project. A very special host. The governor. Jake? Tobias tried thought speaking to me. If you can hear me, move your hand. Well, well. Not a complete idiot, are you? Theurk said. Yes, I was to be given the most important post on this planet, but this is better still. Bishop 3 is very determined to catch you and your friends. He will be surprised to learn that you are human. I'll never tell you who the others. You mean Cassie, Marco, Rachel? Tobias, who's sitting in the tree over our heads, and, of course, the one remaining Andalite, Axiomni Esgorth Isil. We have to get him to doctor, Cassie told Tobias. Just then, Marco arrived. He was fully human again. He was dressed in his morph clothes and walking gingerly without shoes. Doctor? He needs a doctor? What's the matter with him? Nothing is the matter with me, I said quite suddenly. I'm fine. Only I didn't say it. My mouth spoke the words, but I didn't say it. The Yerk had spoken through my mouth. No way, Cassie said. We're taking you to doctor. You didn't answer me for like 5 minutes. Maybe you have a concussion. My body sat up. Sorry I scared you, Cassie, but I'm fine. And where are you going to take me? Back to that hospital? What if some doctor does a blood test and he sees something that shows him I'm an Animorph? Like what? Marco asked, sounding skeptical. How do I know? Maybe some leftover roach DNA. Look, I'm fine, okay? I'm going back up, Tobias said. Make sure no one is after us. See if Rachel and Axe are okay. He flapped his wings and flew through the trees. As soon as we know Rachel and Axe are safe, we need to break up and go our separate ways. My mouth said. The Yerk was considering his next move. I could not hear his thoughts, but I could feel him using my brain. He was digging through my memory, trying to learn quickly about the others. He was using my brain, using me. He had to do something quick, something to warn Cassie and Marco. Surely they would guess what was happening. They were the two people in the whole world who were closest to me. Surely they would realize that I was no longer myself. Wouldn't they? I don't think there's all that much the Yerks can do right now, Marco said to Cassie. We're deep in the national forest. It would take a while for them to organize a search. They need helicopters and lots of human controllers. And they don't even know what they're looking for. He laughed. After all, they still think we're Andalites. Yeah, but it means we're going to have to be very careful with Axe, my mouth said. We'll need to hide him. I think we may have parboiled quite a few Yerks in that whirlpool. They're going to be upset. It's incredible. It was shocking to listen to. Yerk was using my voice, my inflection. He was saying the words I would have used. Marco and Cassie would never guess. As far as they could see or hear, the Yerk in my brain was me. Yes, little human. The Yerk sneered silently. Your body is my home now. Mine. Body and mind. Under my control. Forget resistance. It is futile. No host has ever overpowered a Yerk. It is impossible. I felt a dark wave of terror wash over me. He was telling the truth. I knew he was. No host had ever defeated a Yerk. Resistance was futile. Futile. I would never be free. Just like Tom, if this Yerk moved on, they would give me to another. I was a slave. Forever. There was a noise behind me, footsteps on the pine needles and leaves. At the same time, Tobias came swooping down to land on a nearby branch. I turned around. Rachel. Hey, cousin, I said. I see you made it okay. Then, a touch on my shoulder. I spun suddenly. I hadn't heard anyone else arriving. Axe! Just behind me, his ant-like face close to mine, his big eyes watching me. And in that split second, hatred revealed itself. A hatred that had crossed light years of space to play itself out on planet Earth. And light. Tahir kissed silently, and in that one word I heard the same fury and contempt I heard whenever Axe said the word Yerk. Only I heard it. Yerk did not say anything, but surprised, unaware, unprepared, he did curl his lip in an instinctive expression of revulsion. It was a small thing. It lasted only a second. And then the Yerk was using my mouth to say, Hey, Axe, you did great back there when, in a movement too fast for me to see, Axe whipped his tail forward. In the blink of an eye, his scythe blade was leveled a quarter inch from my throat. Yerk, he said. And that's the end of that chapter. I fucking love Temrash. I know he's a villain. We're not supposed to be rooting for him in this chapter, but I don't know, he's just a delight. As I was practicing last night for today, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I really like this character. Yeah, I really like him. I mean, he's bad and all, but I don't know, something attracts me to him. I'm I might have issues. Just might, maybe like slightly. But anyways, I Temrash making a comment about Jake's stupidity, and I'm just very much agreeing with him because, well, Jake is not the smartest tool in the crayon box. Like, it's sort of a joke, and I love that. Hang on. I'm trying to find the line there. Yeah, you're even stupider than your brother. It's like, I guess the stupidity runs in the family. It's like last chapter, it's like even though I gave an excuse because it goes in so much pain, there's the fact that he knows about Yerks. He goes into a mini-Yerk pool, and he's underwater for some time, and it's like, I don't know why I'm having a pain in my head. Like really? And I guess it runs in the family there. And one reason I do really like this book, that this is my favorite, is sort of shown in this chapter. When we're really have understood what Yerks are for 6 books. But it's always from an outside perspective. We've never ever had it where it is the host's perspective that we're looking out of. It's always like the Yerks are evil, they do this, they do that. But this is the first time we're getting really up close and personal with what a host feels like. And right now, Jake's trying to imagine hope, and he just can't. He realizes that Temrash has access to every single memory. He's like, Marco and Cassie have to realize I'm not me. But he later realizes, oh yeah, Yerks can access every part of their host's memories. So therefore, the Yerk can put on a perfect performance. Although sort of semi-perfect, but I'll touch on that in later chapters. So I would love to hear your comments about what you thought about this chapter, what you liked, what you didn't like, and remember, no major spoilers. If you do want to give a spoiler, something with a spoiler in it, and you're watching on the YouTubes, link in the description to my Tumblr Ask box. And you can, just say anything spoilery. I've read the whole series, so you can't really spoil me. I would just like in the YouTube comment section, no major spoilers, because I'm hoping people start getting into Animorphs via my videos, so yeah. And if you haven't really read Animorphs and this video is the thing that's really starting to get you interested, and you're like, hey, I would love my very own copy of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K. Applegate. If you're watching on the YouTubes, link in the description. If you're watching it on my blog, link down below, and both links will take you to where you can get your very own copy of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K. Applegate. If you are watching on the YouTubes, please like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss one of my videos again. And I will be continuing to read the whole Animorphs series, so, you don't want to miss out on anything. And if you're watching on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, if you're choose the follow by email option, so you will never ever miss a blog post by me again. And my blog posts aren't just my wonderful videos from my Jash Reads YouTube channel, they are also written posts. Just recently, I have gotten out a post about analyzing Sansa and Daenerys' characters from the hit TV show Game of Thrones. So, yeah. And I'm going to skip over the graphics thing because there's a guest over, and while my husband is entertaining, I'm the wife, so I feel I have to be sort of social. So, skipping over that for now. But anyways, the next video will, in the Jash Read series, will be more of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K. Applegate, and will be coming out later today, so keep tuned. Bye.